Good evening.
Good evening.
And welcome to Chinwag number 206 with myself, Zahir, and Rebecca.
Yes.
It's our first Chinwag Friday chat all the way since 18th of December.
I know.
18th of December.
We took some time off. If you hadn't guessed.
Yeah. Took some time off, chilled out a little bit. It's been nice, but it's nice to be back doing a chat as well.
Yes.
As you can see, we've made a bit of an effort with the background now. You know?
Oh, wrong way.
That way. Basically, there's a whole bunch of stuff on the floor there, which we just shoved to the side.
You can't see.
We've not made that much of an effort, but I nicely displayed some cars and stuff.
Yeah. I'm blocking most of it out.
It's fine.
I can move.
No, you don't have to move. Hopefully, everyone can see and hear us okay. That will be the first thing. So if you could just let us know. We've not got anything particular in mind to talk about. Nothing major. We're just chilling with you guys. But we'll just see where it takes us, right?
Yeah.
See
do a bit of a catch up.
We'll do a bit of a catch up, yeah. How we're doing, how we're feeling, etc. You know. Let us know if it's kind of loud enough as well, because we might have to sit close to the table.
Like our little arm thing, we changed the table.
I'm as close as my belly will let me get.
Okay, so we changed.
You can move forward.
I can move a lot more forward.
Oh, showing off.
Yeah. But I don't want to sit that close. I feel like I'm like right on top of everything.
We'll say a few hellos and then we'll get to it. And I just want to add before I forget, actually, this is important. I'm feeling really good this evening because
why?
Our girls cooked dinner for us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Man, I mean.
Okay, they're 18 and 15.
No, you can tell us. Yeah, 18.
And it's the first time they've cooked for us.
Yeah, it's it's been a really amazing thing. They cooked little bolognese for us, which I think we're pretty happy about.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have to think about. You know when you don't have to think about cooking, because normally we'd get our nights out before the lockdown. You know, where we'd go out and eat, and you know that was fine. Yeah. But obviously we can't go out and eat anymore, so we don't get those nights off cooking, and it was just nice. It was very nice.
It was nice.
I just wanted to put that out there.
And they did a really good job.
Really good job. So we'll go in and say a few hellos, and if you could let us know how we're sounding and looking, that would be fantastic.
I hope it's okay.
First in the chat was Closet Geek Reselling UK, aka Joe. Thank you for popping in. We've got Ashley, I'm your greatest fan. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're well. Miss seeing Beck. Aww. Welsh Wonder Nia. Antoinette Daly. In it to flip it, Susie. Thanks for popping in. Michelle Lathan. Richie's Pickings, Lincoln Seller, Rebecca Turner, Becca for Duke as well. Hello, good evening. Have I been missing these or have you not been doing them? We took a bit of time.
We took some time out.
Stephen from Print and Gift UK. Thank you, Stephen. Again, we always have to say thank you. Yes. You guys have been so supportive of us. Sound is a bit quiet.
Okay, can you sort that out?
Yeah, let us know if it is quiet. Okay, let me just crank it up a bit.
Okay. If you've got your TVs turned up, you might.
Yeah, you might have to turn it. Yeah,
or your sound turned up.
I've turned the gain up now, so it'll probably be a lot louder. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Who else has popped in? Maximus Prophet. Ryan says, give 50 gifted because of your 3-week break. You know, it makes sense.
It was actually 4 weeks.
And it's the wrong platform.
And we technically should. Yeah. You're right. We should give
50 gifted. How do you give 50 on here?
I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
You can't even give 50.
We can't even gift on here. But we probably should.
Oh, God. Okay. You can't even give 50. It's not even a thing. Hey, Closet Geek Joe, get closer. I want you as close to me as possible. It is quiet, says Becca. Let us know if it's still quiet. I have turned up the gain. So
we should have done a test before.
It's difficult. We need to get
This is what we do. Okay, we come on here. We were actually sat here for 10 minutes just chatting to each other, and we should have actually done a test before we actually came
exactly.
on. But we didn't. So
pizza takeaway for tea here. That sounds good still.
Oh, that's
Diane,
good.
Thank you for popping in. Kirsten, how are you? I feel like Kirsten is like our blood buddy now.
I know.
Because I feel like we're both going through not being able to open the shop. Yeah. I'm like, we need to have like a support group.
Yeah.
We need to do another chat soon, Kirsten, I think. Beck is looking amazing, says Susie. I can see Z. Whatever, man. I mean, I know I'm looking it. You don't need to tell me. I know. Like, just look. I look good,
You always
right?
look good, don't you?
I look good. I think
Always
the
look
beard
good.
suits me. You know, I think I kind of like that kind of. You know.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Okay. Now we've figured that out. Move on.
We can move on now.
Hey, Fat Girl Sewing. Thank you for popping in.
Hi.
Okay, everyone's saying it's better now. Fantastic.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Good.
Recovered Riches is stepping on your toes. Wow. Recovered Riches is stepping on your
Wow.
toes. I don't know who Recovered Riches is. Do I sold an RC chassis for $9.99. Wow.
That is very nice.
Yeah, that's some. We don't even have anything.
We don't
that's-
even sell anything
You could
like that.
add up all my RC stock and it probably wouldn't be worth that much. Well, it's a lot for one chassis.
Yeah, it's a lot for
We've
one
got some
chassis, but we've got
chassis.
a lot of stock still for RC.
But a lot of stock. Too much.
Yeah,
Um,
we've still got a lot.
Daniel says, hi both, happy Friday. I had a long while off YouTube. What's the story behind you going from RC parts, seemed all in with that, to the physical shop? Hope it's going well. That's a good question.
That is a good question. But we still have the RC parts.
Yeah.
So we're still doing that.
We got the RC parts, which was great. But the thing with the RC parts was we got those in like a closing down sale, which is brilliant. And we discovered this niche, didn't we?
Yep.
Like we were like, wow, what's this RC part stuff? And it was amazing. And it's still amazing. Even today, like I sold RC parts, like people buying little rubber tires for like 20, 30 quid and paying to have
You
them
go
shipped.
for a stage where you hate
Yeah.
it every so often.
I've been liking it now.
That's because it's selling.
I've been liking it now. But like, no, not just because it's selling.
No, that's
but
the problem. As soon as it slows down, you start going, I hate it. I want to get rid of it.
The shop is always meant to be like a progression of what we're doing.
Yeah.
But also in the long run, we always knew that the RC parts were going to come to an end, and then we'd be back on that hamster wheel looking for that next big job.
I mean, we still want to continue with the RC.
but now we can.
And we want to do a little bit in the shop as well.
Yeah.
So.
But this is the thing, though. Like, I think with the RC parts, you and I both knew that eventually it was going to come to an end.
Oh, yeah.
In our current, when we were just selling
from the
home.
original lot.
From the original lot.
Yeah.
And even though we went and bought a few eBay lots, we didn't have any sustainable way. I think we got used to sustainable selling because of that lot. It was like the RC parts in a way gave us a taster of what it would be like to be doing like a wholesale type business, because we had multiples of listings, multiples of quantity in multiple listings, which were selling regularly without us having to replenish them. And I think that spoiled us in a way. Yeah. And I think now, because of the shop, I can now get the accounts that I wasn't previously going to have access to. The thing with radio control companies is they're one of the few niches that are still very picky.
Yeah.
Like a lot of other wholesalers now are very happy to work with people who don't have a physical shop, as long as they've got their own proper website. RC companies still want a physical shop.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And there's a reason for that, because obviously the parts, etc. And plus they want, if they're trying to charge like 300-400 quid for a car, it's the kind of thing that you need to be able to show someone why it's £300-400. You need someone to be able to say, wow, look at those shock absorbers, look at that chassis, look, it's 4 mil thick, you know, or, you know, you see the foam filled tires, look how squidgy they are, and, you know, like, look, you hear that gearing.
I just want to make it clear, when I say we want to do a bit of the RC stuff in the shop, it won't be the parts. The parts will always be online.
Yeah.
It's like introducing a few cars and things like that we want to do.
We're going to introduce some small indoorsy cars.
Yeah.
And then we're going to introduce like boats because of the canal.
Oh yeah. We've got a bit of water around us, haven't we?
Tommy, thank you for the $10 super chat. Well, it's about time. Thank you for the super chat. $10. Really appreciate it. The shop happened because of an opportunity.
And I think we needed to change things up. We really started to
a bit.
What's the word? Like
stagnate.
Yeah, stagnate.
Yeah.
Because we were like, we wanted to do the RC stuff, and then we didn't want to do the RC stuff, and then we were looking at other things that we wanted to do.
Aren't you? Because you get to lean on it.
Love the table.
You like leaning on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and go.
No,
it's a shame I've got no nails on.
No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that.
Noise.
We could do that ASMR and
that could, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sorry. What was I talking about?
We were stagnating.
We were stagnating with the RC stuff, and we needed a little bit of a, a little bit of a different direction. I think that also came into it.
Yeah.
Well,
so yeah, I hope that answers the question. Donna Connell says, "Hi guys, what webcam do you use? I need a recommendation. Looking stunning, Beck." Oh,
we don't
use. Looking
use.
stunning.
Thank you. We don't actually use a webcam.
What's the makeup that you're using today?
It's Charlotte Tilbury.
Charlotte Tilbury. That's how you roll.
Yeah.
So, and she was wearing Chanel, but she's run out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
Not number 2.
No.
They don't do one called number 2, do they? Imagine they did one called number 2. Would you buy it? You probably would.
Probably.
You're like, I want to just try it out. All right. Yeah, we don't use a webcam, Donna.
No, we don't.
We are using my camera. We're using. I've got a mirrorless camera. Any half decent mirrorless camera nowadays will do HDMI output, and I'm using a cheap little HDMI capture thingy and using it as a webcam.
Kind of runs into the PC.
Yeah, and it will, I'm glad you think it looks good. I appreciate it.
Yes.
People need to turn their devices up. Audio is great, says Ryan. I hope. I'm sure. You're both looking fine, says Kirsten. Monica says, "Hi Z and Beck, long time no chat. You sound good on my end, and both look good, fantastic."
Good.
Bad
Good.
Biscuit Lex, hello, gorgeous people, and
Hello.
Z. There's just no need for that, Lex. No need. But hi, Lex. How are you? Nespresso says hi. Z looks great. Them creases on his jumper. I don't know how Beck lets him get away with. Lol. Say the jumper.
You know what? I don't dress him. He can dress himself.
Yeah, I don't exactly. I don't.
And the thing is, right? I will iron like hoodies and jeans and like pretty much anything. Don't I? I iron everything.
Yeah, pretty much
that I wear. But you, on the other hand,
I try to iron nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the girls are like that as well.
What? Iron nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen Hannah iron.
Hannah's started to.
Yeah. Vinegar Jar has popped in. Thanks for popping in, Peter. He's actually playing Fortnite at the moment. Stu Mandry, Dave Repairs, Mike Dando, Daryl, the Sweat Mopper Snowman. Thank you for popping in, guys. Obviously, Tommy has popped in. The Truth. Thank you for popping in, everybody. Really do appreciate it. Nadine Coleman, thank you for popping in. Nadine, Star City Picker.
Oh, no sound. Well, on the super chat. Oh, have you not got anything plugged in?
I might not have it working properly. Sorry about that. Yeah, did I not have it plugged in?
I don't know. Yeah. You're meant to set these.
Yeah,
things
my fault. Yeah, it's not plugged in. You're right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think it's plugged in. I'm not sure. No, it's not. It's correct. You're correct. The super chat sound.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I'll figure it. I can fix it. I can fix it. It's really easy. It's fixed now. So.
Is it?
Yep. Ooh, yeah, that's super loud. Okay, sorry about that.
Let's not do that.
Let's turn that down a little bit there. Desktop audio. There we go, guys. That should be fine now. Thank you for pointing out that there was no sound on the super chat thing. Appreciate it. Bex is looking amazing next to the homeless guy, says Tommy. That's mean, Tommy. That's so mean, Tommy.
That is mean.
Yeah, that's me. But thank you. Appreciate it. Tommy was robbed, says Susie. Yeah, sorry about that. Question, Bex, as we know you're the boss. How many RC items is he allowed in the shop?
Only a little section.
Only a little section.
It's going to be mainly a little bit in the window because, believe it or not, over Christmas we got a few customers wanting a bit of RC, didn't we?
We did.
And it's just a shame that we didn't have like the right. We were meant to have a rep come round to us in November, but unfortunately the shop was in lockdown at that month, and I think you rearranged it, but then we went back into another lockdown.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting for the rep to come round to the shop, really.
Yeah. Brum Reseller has popped in as well. Thank you for popping in. Brum Reseller's videos you haven't seen, but he's hilarious. He sings things and he's just got really cool. He's just a cool channel.
Oh,
you know the one he's got the shop. Yeah.
Have I heard you listening to
Yeah.
him. No, because do
I've
you
been
know what?
watching.
When we're in separate rooms, because this is how we live, right? So Zahir will be in here most
It's not all
nights.
the time. Come on,
No,
I've been spending. No,
every night.
I've been spending
The only
loads of time
The only
with
time
you.
we're no,
Come on.
no, yeah.
I've even been
been
going
a
to
bit
bed
mean.
at the same
But
time.
yeah, but
God,
but
what
we're
do you want?
normally in. He's in this room and I'm in that room, and then I get to hear what you're watching.
Yeah.
Like because
And she's just watching Rust or Among Us streams.
watching Among Us
Yeah.
or Rust. You know,
Exactly.
that's my life at the moment.
Beck is radiant. I see Z trimmed up to match. Is that an LB Retro hoodie? I didn't know LB Retro had hoodies. It's not, but Z gets no compliments. Poor thing, you're looking beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then Lex now comes in with the fake heart. It's all right, Lex. I know your true feelings. No, it's fine. Thank you, Lex. Night's Life Richard, thank you for popping in. Hope you're well. Who else has popped in? Loads of people. Lee says, hi guys, I'm new to your channel and believe it or not, I'm really enjoying your content. Oh, wow.
Thank you.
I will believe it, Lee. Even though it's very difficult to believe that anyone would. Thank you. We are eternally grateful. Now I sound like, I feel like whenever you say that, we're eternally grateful, what does it make you think of? Toy Story.
Yeah.
You say, you know, they say they get saved from the claw and then they're eternally grateful.
Yes.
Exactly. But we are eternally grateful. Thank you so much, Lee.
Yes.
Really do appreciate it. Silver Manny, Chris Tyler. What's this about? Chris needs one of Bill's 3 steamers. I didn't even know he's got 3 steamers. Wow. Got my keyring, says Mike Dando. It looks cool. I'm so glad, Mike. Thank you. Mike bought something. He was kind enough to buy something from us, and I messed up the order, but we got him something different, and he was happy with it. Darthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just...
I didn't know about this.
Well, can you pretend to be an English guy at least and say it? I did say it, Tommy. In OBS, you can replay it. Hold on. I'm not in OBS at the moment. I'm like, no, because I'm in OBS, but I'm not in OBS StreamYard. I'm in vanilla. I'm in vanilla. I'll do my best to kind of play it actually. 'Cause I might be able to replay it. Let's see if it works, because it would be nice to play it. It's only fair, right? Okay.
Oops, it's jumped.
Oh, it's jumped. It has jumped. It has jumped. No, it hasn't. Is there such a thing as an RC rep? There is, Dave.
Yeah.
This is the thing. The radio control hobby kind of area is still very much hands-on. They want to come around. They will.
They want to come round to your store to make sure it's real.
Well, he came around and he made sure that obviously we were an actual shop, and then he asked like what I knew about RC and stuff as well. Not like a test or anything, but I was very honest with him. I said, look, I don't want to stock like lots of spares, and I don't want to do like super high-end cars.
Yeah, you told him what we wanted.
I don't want
to
people coming in and
the shop.
asking me what weight of diff oil they should use. You know, I just don't want to deal with that. So yeah, I have 2 new steamers, says Night's Life. And LB Retro is in the chat. Hi Bill, thank you for popping in. And what else? How's the website going during lockdown, says Daniel B. Really, it's gone well in terms of improvement.
Yeah.
We've worked a lot on it.
You've worked a lot on it. It looks so much better than it did.
Yeah.
So much better.
Web design is not easy.
No. But you've
yeah.
been getting your head around it though, haven't you?
I've been getting my head around it,
you know.
slowly but surely. I've been getting my head around it. Definitely, it's definitely something that you kind of have to just, you just have to really kind of think differently. You have to learn all these new little things.
And also when it comes to your categories and stuff like that.
That's the hard thing.
A lot of the time I kind of look at how I want to shop, like when I'm online. And it may not always be the same as someone else, but I'm kind of like, well, if I shop like that, there must be other people.
Well, it's about time, motherfugglers.
There we go. Well, it's about time. There we go, Tommy. I got it to play. Yeah. It should have played.
Hopefully it wasn't.
Did it play? I think it played.
Hopefully it wasn't loud.
Hold on.
Well, it's about time, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
it's playing. It's playing. I can hear
there
it.
There we go, Tommy. There we
go.
But yeah, it's been really. I'm glad with where it's at. It's improved massively. It's one of those things that like you and it's still gonna have a lot of improvement.
And do you mean like sales wise?
sales wise, it's not done very well.
Yeah, because I was going to say we still really need to.
We had a
work
good
on,
few months in the run up.
Yeah.
But what happened was we kind of fell off the Facebook thing recently.
We have.
And we've only just started reposting. It was good, and then kind of had a bit of a lull. Like we've been getting like a handful of people coming in and buying online and click and collecting, but we've not helped ourselves by not posting regularly. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I've only just started posting on our Facebook page again, so hopefully now that I'm doing that, it's started to get a bit of interaction again.
Traffic.
And
So,
people,
yeah.
so and it's really funny when you do that. You suddenly start seeing like we've been mentioned in like a local Facebook group and things like that, and you start kind of getting
Yeah, you start
Yeah.
noticing things like that
Yeah.
again. So, the website is. We probably need to promote it a bit more,
yeah.
like through
I think so.
other ways. So.
Yeah, I think so. Let me just quickly show you. I'll quickly show you guys the website. This is what it looks like now. So a little bit of a difference. We've got a nice banner with some, photos that we've taken.
See, I quite like the banner because it's all our own
photos.
pictures. It's all things that we've actually.
And I've managed to actually
posted.
cut our categories down to just 3 categories now.
Yeah.
So we've got like action figures, gift ideas, and clearance corner. Funnily enough,
Is there much in clearance corner?
there is. I need to actually clear the prices a bit. But
I was going to say,
we've got some
are
swiggle fish.
they reasonably? No, see,
$4.99.
That's not really clearance, though, is it?
$4.99 is clearance. Well,
Yeah,
no,
but we don't
I will.
even-
I'll make them cheaper at some point. I will.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah,
need
that's. But I just wanted to share.
Your
just show,
idea of clearance is
I
like,
just wanted to show people.
man,
I just wanted to show people. But yeah,
what on earth do you think you're going to clear at that price?
Oh God, what you just known.
I bet you wish I wasn't sat next to you
No,
right now.
no, of course. It's,
Do you really want my input?
of course I do. Of course I do. Hey, Keely Bannister's popped in. Trotters into eBay Traders 2021. Thank you for popping in. It's a dog compared to yours, Bill, says Chris. Oh, is this talking about Andrew's shed? I love it when Bex is on form, says Dave. I'm hoping to get my website up next week. Busy listing on there, says Kirsten. Oh, super.
That's good.
And Daryl asked, are you going to do a live on it? That would be a good idea.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a big undertaking to set up your own website. And it reminds you that setting up the website is literally the first step, isn't it? Setting up the website is like pointless. It's kind of like just opening a Facebook account or an Instagram account and not doing anything. The work starts once it's set up. It's the promotion.
Yeah.
The listing and stuff is irrelevant. Like none of that matters really. Of course you've got a list on it, but it's the promotion, isn't it? Like constantly getting your name out and constantly reminding people that you're actually there. You know, I think that's that's definitely for me the thing that the thing that I feel is important for us to focus on. Shelster Rooney has popped in. Shelley, thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Rep, what I mean is there can't be that many shops left, says Dave. Yeah.
I kind of get that, but the way wholesalers are for RC, they do want a physical shop. There are ways around it.
Not with the big companies.
No, not with the
good
big companies.
If you want to stock like Losi and stuff like that and Kyosho,
Yeah, no, they're gonna want.
They're straight up.
No, I'm
shop,
just.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
can get all the you can get like the cheaper brands, but
they are gonna want a physical shop.
Yeah.
But there are ways that we know of that there are
ways.
there are shops
There's always
that
ways.
are functioning, but they're more online, and you can see that when you actually go into them.
Yeah.
So there are ways around it.
P.S. Web design is easy, says Dave. Easy when you know how.
Yeah.
Diff oil, he can't even fill his Honda up. Actually, speaking of the Honda, Ryan, I gave it a full valet.
Do you know what? It needed it.
Yeah.
It really
like
needed
myself. Not a really good valet, but like it's some big improvement of what it was. I found chips that were green, like French fries that were green, like actually just straight up green. You find stuff under the chairs and the sliding seats. It was a hell of a job, but I'm glad I did it. Made me feel more proud about my old O2 CRV. I like it. It's a good car. It works. You know.
Yeah.
All right. David forgot to talk about my title earlier. I told you to remind me, says Shelley. Oh, okay. Well, if it isn't Beck and her hanger on. Hey, how are you? It's Sib K. If that is actually Sib K, that's fantastic. Thank you for popping
Yeah.
in. Peter Ray, thank you for popping in, Peter. Question, is everything on the shelf behind you for sale or for keeping?
That's all keeping.
That's all my stuff.
That's all.
Yeah. Try to get rid of, yeah.
Do you know what? I actually said to, like, when we were moving, like, everything into the shop, like,
Yeah.
the Street Fighter things, yeah, I thought he actually bought for the shop. And apparently not.
No,
that
it's
was
for
just
me.
his collection. I was like, what about these? And you were like, no, don't touch those. They're mine.
Leave them alone.
I was like, okay, I'll step away.
Step away from the figures, please. Question, Z. Over the last 5 years, you've probably learned a lot as a reseller. But what have you learned as a person? What the hell kind of question is that? What have you learned as a person? That's some like high level question. Like, what?
You're not going to answer it.
I don't know if I'm qualified to answer. I've learned. Okay. Okay. On a serious note, as serious as I can be, I suppose, is it's been a complete changing of who I am as a person, literally. Like, because all our lives we've worked and been employed and just and had jobs, right? It never occurred to us. Like, it wasn't even a question. Like, for us, since leaving school, I think for both of us, the only way to earn a living was to get a job, right? You went out and you got a job. That was it. That was it. It never ever occurred to us until watching Nick's videos, until watching DIY Mike, and then watching Nick's videos. It was at that point that it became like even an option. So when you decide to change how you've lived like your whole life, in so many different ways, like because everything's done for you, isn't it? You just turn up at the job, you do the job, you get paid, job done, right? You turn up, you don't even do the job, you eat burgers and you fall asleep in the car. I mean, you still get paid. I mean, for God's sakes, once on the job, I was sleeping in the car. I was in such a deep sleep that a passerby knocked on the passenger window just to make sure that I was still alive. I think it's because I was dribbling. But like, when you go from that to then working for yourself, and I think the shop has been another reminder of this, is you need so much initiative. And I think that's something I've had to learn. I don't think I showed any initiative before. I've started to have initiative. The attitude generally that you have to go out and get things, the fact that you have to build the whole thing up. Like, for example, with the shop, it's so abundant that unless we work and learn to become, we have to become marketers now. When
you've got a little bit of work when it comes to your expectations, but you
I
are
still
working on those.
I still need I definitely need to work on that. My expectations can sometimes get me in trouble because I expect to get too far too quickly. Like, and I think that's a very modern problem. So many people want the get rich quick scheme, and I'm guilty of that. And I think the downside of that, the danger of that, obviously, is that sometimes you don't see things through. Do you? Because because I get impatient and I'm like, I don't know, this isn't going to work, and I don't give things enough time to work. So those are things that I feel I've had to learn, and like just being willing to learn constantly. Like the shop has taught us so much. eBay's taught us so much. eBay is a really great way, in a way, of getting onto the self-employed mindset, because it's kind of like having a camera on like auto or like semi-auto, where you're doing some things, like i.e. you're showing the initiative to go out and source, but eBay handle the rest for you. Do you know what I mean? Whereas then when you start to do more and more, like for example, when you have your own website, you have to figure out how to accept payment. You have to figure out how to display your items, how to show your items on the website. You have to figure out how they look. You have to figure out how you're going to market yourself, how you're going to let people know that you exist, why they should shop with you. There's so many things that you have to do. So I really do feel that there's Yeah, that's a good question. I hope that's what you meant. I hope I haven't just gone on a rampage. Keith says, have you got a sign in the window, read the website? We do, I think. We've got a very simple sign,
Yeah,
just
I think
saying.
it's a bit simple.
Yeah, it's a bit simple. But yes. No, Sib K's box is still there, Dave repairs.
We haven't got rid
We've
of
still
his
got
box.
his RC box. It still
Yeah,
says
it's
Sib K
definitely-
with
yeah.
his Instagram handle on it.
It is.
It's
It's
just
just,
not- yeah.
it's just at the shop.
Yeah, it's just
not
at the
here.
shop. Okay. Website, it's about 6 out of 10. Yeah, I know it's still far away, but I think it's an improvement on what it was. It's still definitely not perfect, but there's, I think do feel it's a lot better than it was, and it's a lot easier to shop than it was, I think. Okay. Clearance corner, put Bex in charge of that, says Ryan. I need a website and I haven't a clue where to start, says Brum Reseller. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. There's a lot of research. People like using Shopify, etc. Dave says I'm going to be doing videos on how to use website with reselling. The thing, a website is like when you start selling on your own website, it's a completely different world. And a lot of people have, during the lockdown, for example, have been thinking about wholesale. I know I've heard Peter Cummins talk about like the wholesale idea. I've heard Shelley mention it as well. And it's like, you can get into that world. But one of the prerequisites is quite often having your own website, a proper website. And it takes, there's a lot to learn, but it's very doable. It is doable. So yeah. It's the promoting, says Daryl, and Becca says it's all about the promotion.
Yeah.
Becca, I know, has some experience with websites as well, so yeah, definitely.
We're just, do you know what we're learning?
We are.
And we're not the best at that sort of promotion side of it, are we?
Yeah.
So we've
learning,
got to work on it.
Yeah.
We've absolutely got to work on it.
Exactly. All right, let's see what other people are saying. It's the promotion. Totally, you have to be up on your marketing game, not just have decent stock. Exactly, Shelley. This is the thing, that eBay does everything for you. With eBay, you just need to put the stock up. They do the promotion. Well, obviously you pay for it now, but you know what I mean. Like, they drive traffic. Back to my network marketing day, says Daryl. Hi, Aziz, says Daniel. Will you be getting any more of the Spider-Man Hasbro Marvel Legends? Bought one for you a couple months back, and I have a friend who wants one too. Daniel, if I can, I will.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know if that's coming back in.
Yeah, I think we did try because it sold out in the shop.
We should have
didn't
gotten
it,
more.
as
We should have
well?
gotten more.
So
but
we would like to because it sold really well in the shop, but it just depends on whether we can get it through the wholesale.
At the moment, I've only got Diamond Selects ones. We'll be offering deals on WooCommerce and web hosting ASAP, says Dave. Okay. I'll take to WooCommerce. I've got WooCommerce. I'm using a WooCommerce site. Z's Valet. He opens the window. Says you know what? It needed more than that. I tell you that. Yeah. I know the green chip feeling, Z. Says.
It is horrible. Your car actually smelled, didn't it?
It did smell a little.
It had a smell to it.
It did smell. I'm in the process of relearning email marketing. I thought it was dead, but apparently not. That's the thing, Becca. Like when I started to delve into websites and marketing and SEO, you suddenly discover this whole new set of YouTube channels and creators, and the stuff they talk about and how powerful it can be is it's insane. It's insane. There's so much to learn. Valet, you posh beggar, it's called a clean, says Ryan. Z loves raisins from under the sea. I didn't find any raisins, but that might have been because I ate them. Yeah, but I never ate green ones, did I? They were in a box, hun.
So?
They were in a box.
How long for?
I don't know.
Did you check?
But raisins, I didn't think it matters because...
Did you check the date?
No, raisins, it doesn't matter, hun. Because raisins are like, they're designed to be gone off grapes, aren't they? I don't do email, says Shelley. Beck, is there nothing on that shelf that is yours? No. No, all mine.
But this is more your kind of
my area, my domain.
I've got a lot of rooms around the house.
She's got. You open that door.
I've got a section that I'm setting up.
Yeah.
In the front room.
She's gonna have a desk right outside this door. Well, she's got a desk right outside the door.
Yeah.
She's got all her craft stuff there, haven't you? Then you've got a section upstairs with all your the sewing machine and stuff.
No, sewing machine's under the stairs at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you've got loads of stuff everywhere. Yeah.
Mine's all around the house. This is like your space.
How much money did you find in the CRV when cleaning it? Says Ryan. I found a fair bit actually, Ryan. It wasn't bad, yeah. Sib says, I see RC cars are still being discussed. I thought 2 years of avoiding this channel would have been enough to end the RC convosis.
No, we still do a bit of RC.
Yeah. Death by bug. Who's seen Z's oh yeah, my Insta advert. Yeah, no, it's asking to offer no protection against any of.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was a good advert, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it's important to say. People might get the wrong idea.
Stu says, sorry, falling asleep and eating burgers. What job is this? Stu, yes, you can still get this job, Stu.
Yeah, this was when he was a Nestle rep.
You can be a rep. You can be any rep. Any rep can do this. Because this.
But this at the time.
As long as you get the work
Nestle
done.
rep,
As long as you get the work done. The trick was, okay, you have to get the work done. That's all they cared about. Get your calls done. So if you over time through experience gained methods of completing calls very quickly, you know, like for example, I would get my sales done very quickly because of methods that I found that worked and were beneficial to everybody. And that allowed me time to
sleep in the car
and
eat
review burgers. I reviewed a burger in my car. I actually filmed it back in the day.
Did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So yeah, the jobs are still out there. Being a rep. And now he falls asleep in his own shop. You can take the sleepy guy out of the car, but not the sleep out of the car.
Yeah.
Night's Life. Richard says, I built my own film prop website. I'm going to be listing film props on my A-list movie prop Facebook page next week. Fantastic, Richard. That's the thing. It's having a website and having a page, that would be great. Joe says, have you both tried swinging? This is not that kind of chat,
it's
Joe.
Not that kind of chat.
FYI, no, we haven't. Good evening, Global Thrifters. Jack and Emily have popped in. That reminds me, guys. Reminds me. Global Thrifters have just popped into the chat, and some of you may have noticed in the description box, well, hopefully, is a link to a video that Jack and Emily have put out about a charity thing that they're kind of promoting called Thrifting Hands. They're not asking you to donate anything directly to like Just Giving or anything, but what they are saying, and I think is a fantastic idea, is that over the year when you're outsourcing or when you're buying job lots, if you come across things that may not have a massive amount of resale value but have an intrinsic value, especially in terms of keeping someone clothed in clean clothes and keep them warm in the cold winter, to put that stuff aside and build like a little bag that you can then hand in a local shelter or charity. I think it's a really great cause, a really great way of doing good. And yeah, the video which explains it, Jack and Emily have done a great job. It's only a 4-minute video.
You've linked it.
I've linked it. If I haven't, I will do, but I've linked it in the description below. Please go and check that out. So thanks for popping in, Jack and Emily. Thanks for reminding me, otherwise I would have forgotten. He answered the cue. I was just taking the pieces. Thanks, Peter. But it was a good question.
It was still a good question.
Still a good question. Daryl says, I was selling marketing space. Promotion is the part to wrestle with. Okay. What else are people saying? God. Okay, here we go. Yes, Shopify is a big medium. Do know a team who build high-end Shopify sites, taking thousands. Oh gosh. And the Vinegar Jar says, Peter says, I used to write websites, but that was around 20 years ago. Wouldn't have a clue now. If you can write them, Peter, you'd easily be able to knock a website up easily now, especially with all the tools that are out there. We had a shop that we thought would only last 1 to 2 years. 12 years later, what a surprise, says Raz. Okay, that's good then, I suppose, if it's lasted 12 years.
Mm.
Only have HTML experience. Oh gosh, gobbledygook. It's not going to help e-commerce directly, but Freedom Camp and Odin Project are superb but intense learning locations if you're interested. What is Sib talking about? Email marketing does work a little, many rules with it now, but MailChimp is certainly worth playing with, says Dave. Man, so much information. And Shazad's in the chat as well. Hi, Shazad. Okay, everyone's talking about weird stuff to do with writing websites. Hey, Steve, how are you? Just waiting on a pandemic to make it relevant.
The name.
Oh, okay. Hi, Richard. Shazad saying hi to people. Dodgy trading practice. What are you talking about? Great idea, Global Thrifters. I'll defo check out the video, says Steve. Yeah, definitely. Z, was that a 101 on how to do effective skiving on the job? Says Monica. I just got good at it, you know. Like, you know, when you become really kind of competent at a job.
When he first started the job, he did it properly.
I was really good and I worked super hard.
This was after a few years of having the job, and you were just like, can't be bothered with it anymore.
No, but you know how to do it, so you can, you know, just like
you learn the shortcuts.
You learn all the shortcuts. That's all. Richard said, I had MailChimp. I used it to send out my website newsletters. See, this is the thing, guys. There's so much to learn. And I think it's like, everything is becoming so competitive now. Like I found, you know, like selling these action figures and pop culture stuff, I found so many people that don't have physical stores just on websites, and some of them have only started up quite recently in the last couple of years and are doing really well on just their own websites, and you know, are turning over, like, you know, and have huge inventories, etc.
And using Facebook
to promote, and Instagram to promote. And it just shows you that honestly, guys, anyone can start up a really solid wholesale based business online with the right information. You do need to have the right information. Like, you don't have to have a shop. No. You don't have to.
Sorry, I didn't mean to shout in the mic.
It's right. Yeah, you don't have to have a shop. You don't have to, you know, you can just, as long, I think the only prerequisite nowadays, especially to do with wholesale, is just having a proper website. But promoting it and learning how to do all that kind of stuff, that's the key, isn't it? Really, like, promoting it is huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Becca says MailChimp can be pricey once you start building up numbers. Becca, I need to speak to you about all this stuff. Then I have no idea. And Steve says, I spent a lot of time sitting on the toilet seat down whilst at my proper job, and I was in charge. See, that's the thing, Steve. He had things under control. You know? He must have. What do you reckon?
Yes, absolutely.
I think that's what it was. Steve nailed the job to such a level. He was like, I don't need to be out there delegating and whatnot. I'm just gonna, you know, delegate from here. Good on you, Steve. Had my biggest month on the website, a whole £350 in sales, says Shazad. It will get there. And Shelley says, I used to use MailChimp too, but I don't even read emails anymore. Would favor social media for promotion. Again, even when it comes to that, guys, and you know, I've been doing obviously a lot of like learning about this stuff, I'm one of those people that takes in a lot of too much info sometimes before acting on it, but there's a lot to learn about that. How to effectively use Facebook, how to effectively use Instagram. Both of those sites have got really powerful business tools if you have a business account. And we're seeing other companies use it properly, aren't we? So I think that's really important it's a different world when you're promoting yourself outside, because we're, in a way, everyone that started on eBay, you're really well looked after, and the fees are getting higher and higher, but that's the cost of them doing all of this other stuff. They're doing all this for you. They're doing your marketing, aren't they?
They are.
You know, they're doing, like, they're sending out the emails, they're advertising, getting in front of people. You know, you're not doing anything. You're literally just listing on it. And I think that's that's well worth the fees when you think about it, right? Or not? So I just feel that's just how I feel about it. I'm like, and when you step away from eBay or Amazon, suddenly you've got to take on all of those things, and it's that corny saying like you've got to wear different hats. I mean, I don't like that saying, you know, because people say it, don't they? Like, oh, you've got to have different hats. Like, no, you know, you just have to know different things. Why does it have to be hats? Yeah,
Because
different hats.
yeah, because you have to put a different
Would
hat
you have
on for each time.
Yeah, like, no, do you though? Like, you don't need
Well,
to,
you never know. You might
what,
have a
like,
different.
it's just
you
a
know.
selection of hats.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get a selection of different hats and just change them when
When
I
you're doing your website, you put one hat
put a different
on.
hat. When I'm doing eBay, just put a different hat.
Yeah.
When I go to the shop floor, I have a different hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I should. Maybe I should write that on there,
It's
like
more
website
about.
hat.
It's more
Shop
about.
hat.
No, but I think it's more. The saying is like
Yeah.
you have to kind of adapt, don't you?
Yeah.
To, depending on what task you're doing. So
Yeah.
it's more about that. It's not necessarily that you've got to have a different hat.
Yeah.
Okay. Shouldn't have to explain this to you.
Monica says, will you be upping your pre-orders part of your site as your shop is small? That would get you lots of cash up front without having to hold the inventory until delivery. Monica, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the big things that slapped me in the face. I was like, how am I so freaking naive? Like, because, you know, I looked around and there's so many people doing the pop culture business. There's so many people that are doing this, guys. You can literally start your website, pop culture website, action figures. Once you've got a good website set up, you can approach all these wholesalers. Bam, they'll open accounts. They're happy with just you having a website. They don't expect you. They like you to have a store. They don't expect you to have a store. And if you know how to market and you know how to do the right things, you will get sales and you will do well. I'm learning from these companies.
Yeah. And pre-orders
are a huge part of that. And we don't even do them.
That we should do.
How stupid is that? And I learned that most of these companies will take full payment up front, and that can be months. That can be like 6 months, 7 months. Like, it can be months and months away. Like, I get pre-order letters or pre-order emails for stuff that's not out till like the end of the year, and people are paying up front. It's crazy. Hearts Pickers, Ronnie has popped in the chat. Thank you. Gotta say, sorry, a bit fanboying again. Ronnie has popped into the chat. I can't help it. He's OG, man.
I know.
Just, you know, it's an honor and a privilege. It's an honor and a privilege to have someone like Ronnie in the chat. Guys, if you don't know, you should know. Hearts Pickers, okay? I'm literally, it kind of makes me feel fanboy. OG, really, really lovely guy, full of knowledge and info. Really good channel. Definitely worth checking Ronnie out if you haven't already. And Dave says, correct, social media is a great platform. Question from Ryan: have you ever fallen asleep on the toilet? The question is for Zahir, obviously. You know what? No, I've never fallen asleep on the toilet. That I can remember.
I have to admit, I have.
Oh, there you go. Want to sleep on the bog?
But I had been drinking quite a lot.
And she fell. I once had. I actually had to retrieve her from.
That was the time I fell asleep.
Yeah, I think this was at a meetup, wasn't it? Oh gosh. I think this was at one of the first reseller meetups.
The first Hitchin one.
The first Hitchin meetup. Beck got so sloshed, she went into the loo.
Fell asleep.
And she just vanished. And I was like, where is she? I better go and check. And I had to get her out of one of the cubicles. Yes.
Yeah.
Man, shameful, hun. Shameful. That surprised you, Ryan. And Sib says Facebook ads and Google ads definitely where it is compared to building a newsletter. SEO too. That's the thing. SEO. I haven't even looked at proper SEO plugins for my site. SEO is, for me, when I first heard the term SEO, search engine optimization, and all this marketing talk, it really made me feel
Evening
like.
Z and Beck.
Thank you, John Luke, for the super chat. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate the super chat. Evenings Ian Beck, says John Luke. Thank you so much. So SEO is like it felt like it was like some schemy word, but it's important. This stuff is important, especially when you're like trying to like grow your website and stuff. It's like, it's different. Off to get tea. See you next time, says Daryl. Thank you for popping in, Daryl.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for linking the video. We're about 6 minutes behind, says Gemily. No worries. Pinterest can be very powerful, says Becca. It's not worth paying 30% to eBay. Shelley, I would say it depends. I really would say it depends. I think if you're selling wholesale, you have to do like masses of volume to make it worth it with the fees and the competition. But if you're selling high margin like used goods, you can afford the fees. I think that's how I feel about it. I think if you're selling wholesale and then you're up against other resellers selling on eBay as well, then yes, with everything you then have to have masses of volume to make it worthwhile, I think. That's just how I feel. You all had a MailChimp. That's dangerous, guys. They eventually bite your fingers and private yourself. Look out. Yeah, Steve, that's very good advice. I would definitely not recommend having a male or female chimp, to be honest. I mean, they're both I mean, I'm no expert on chimps, but my gut instinct is that both sexes of chimp, male and female, would be significantly stronger than the average human. I would say, wouldn't you? I mean, they've got to have some severe upper body strength, the way they maneuver through the trees and branches. So even a female chimp, I wouldn't.
John, look, it's meant to be funny,
comfortable
motherfucker.
with, Okay.
That's. Do you know what? We'll leave it there.
Okay.
Leave that conversation there.
And Tommy has just super chatted as well, I think. Yes, John Luke is meant to be funny. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the super chat again, Tommy. Right, yeah, we'll leave the chimp talk there, but I was just clarifying. Yes. Do you know a hat such as that? Slapping Beck is confusing. Anyone who is trying to network heavily needs to be on Clubhouse. I don't really know what that is. I think you chatted about it, Tommy, Clubhouse, but I think you said it was invite only or something. I don't even know what it is properly anyway. Sib K has a question. Sorry, I'm just calling you Sib K. Z, would you prefer to be the next Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos? Beck, at one point, would you divorce his husband? If I could be anyone, it wouldn't be either of those guys. I mean, like, Elon Musk is super cool and everything, but I'd rather be like, I don't know, Keanu Reeves or something, Like John Wick. He's so cool, isn't he?
Yeah,
John Wick.
Cool.
John Wick.
That's pretty cool.
I'd be Keanu Reeves. Oh, who else would I be? Who's really cool? Like Stone Cold. I'd be Stone Cold. The Rock.
My move, Buffalo, is keeping the shed
HBK's
safe
got
and
like
sound.
wonky eyes. That's the only thing. But I don't know if doesn't he? They look a bit. They sometimes when he squints, they look like they're looking at each other.
I'm not sure.
I'd rather be those guys, Vince. I'd be Vince. I'd be Vince McMahon or JR. JR's pretty cool.
Okay.
Who would you like to be? If you could be anyone.
No, I don't want to be anyone.
You don't want to be anyone?
No.
Oh, you must be pretty happy with who you are then.
Pretty happy.
I'm happy too, but I'm just saying that if I could.
Pretty happy.
Did I see another super chat? My motherfucker is keeping the shed safe and sound. Thank you, John Luke. Really appreciate it. Okay, what other questions? It's so nice to see you and Beck on a Friday, says Richie's Pickings. It completes my Friday nights in Beck. Oh, Andrew Moneymental in the tin. That's what Friday nights are for. Keep them coming. Thanks, Richie's Pickings. Appreciate it. We took a little break. I think
we just needed a bit of a break.
Yeah, a little bit of a break. Sometimes you need to step away. It can become, we don't want to be like kind of not having fun.
Yeah.
So we needed the time. We had a lot of stuff that we were sorting out. Beck's work has been really full on at the moment. Steve will know how it is with his missus also working in the surgery. It is pretty full on at the moment, isn't it, honey? So just sometimes you just need a bit of time,
Yeah.
So, yeah. But we're glad to be back, and we'll be back every Friday going forward. Correct? Correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Hi, Karin. Did you do your cooking video? Hi, Karin. Thank you for popping in. Hi, Karin. I was talking about you yesterday. Have you left your house yet since March? Says Steve. No. I hope so. That would be awful. And Money Mental has popped in. Andrew, thank you for popping in.
There's a lot of people that haven't left their house since March, honestly.
That's bad, though. But it's understandable, though. And the fanboy comes out, says Susie. Hey, Cola Flipper, thank you for popping in. Lee, appreciate it. Link his channel, never heard of him, says Tommy. Okay. Hi, everyone. Yes, did my cooking vid, says Karin. I've been to one appointment and just walked the dog around the block since March, so I do have a bit of cabin fever. Wow, Karin. Yeah, Laura, like you said, there's loads of people who've done it, haven't there?
Loads of people.
So sad I missed Beck drunk, says Dave.
Oh yeah, it wasn't that meetup though.
Oh, Nick has bumped in. Was that at the Hitchin meetup? I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was. It was the original Hitchin meetup.
Yeah. Oh god, we're really behind in the chat if Nick's just talking about that.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
It was.
What's a meetup? What's a human being, says
I know. I hate it right now.
Haha, see toilet stories, man. Well, seeing as you own shares, Andrew, I want info. I sent a £150 order out with a parcel force on Monday. Still not turned up with a customer. My bum is squeaky, says Andrew. Oh, gosh. All-in-one SEO for WordPress plugin. Sib, you seem to know a lot about this. Beck, no shame. We've all fallen asleep in the toilet when pissed, says Keely. There you go. You're in good company, Keely. Keely has also... I don't think it makes it okay just because more of you have done it. But okay.
We're going to go there.
I can't believe it. You know what? We used to lose 10k a year with giving credit. We managed to get it down to 5k starting. What? I don't know what Richie Picking's talking about there, but it sounds serious.
Is that...
What?
Giving credit.
Yeah. What else are people saying? Clubhouse is an online strip club, says husband. Really? Is that what you network? Sounds good. My Money Mental, what would I learn from Zahir? It's just that. Yeah, it's a good point. With all that money, you can be anyone you want to be, Z, says Sib. Yeah, it's true. Keanu was my number one actor on Chris Hayden's movie night, says Day Repairs. Yeah, Keanu's amazing, man. Keanu Reeves is amazing. He's so cool. I would be DiCaprio, says John Luke. DiCaprio's good. Actually, that's a good shout, John Luke. DiCaprio is a good actor. Says that he has in-depth knowledge of running a successful pharmacy business. All the money in the world, and Z wants to be a washed-up old school 90s wrestler.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's about it, isn't it, hon? That's about it.
Yeah, if my initial thought always goes to HBK.
Yeah.
Like initial, and then Stone Cold, and then I'd love to be a okay. Yep, to say the wife is short Monday to Friday would be an understatement, says Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here, just, you know what, we've got this rule where I don't talk about work when I'm at
Yeah,
home.
we try not to.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah,
it's just
enough.
I get enough of it during the day.
Brum Marisa says snow coming down thick in Birmingham at the moment. You know, we've not seen any real snow since being a tiny bit. Can't wait for a meetup. Hopefully this year, fingers crossed, says John Luke. Hopefully, John Luke, it'll be amazing if it happens.
I'm sorry, I'm not so sure. But yeah, it'll be nice if we can, but...
Yeah, this year you're not sure. Shelley says, watched Point Break with the girls for a dice movie the other night. See, this is what I was talking about. Shelley does. They have dice, and they have a certain amount of movies, and they watch it. Used to have big hots for Keanu. Used to. You should have him now. I mean, look, have you seen him recently? He's like wine, like just aging. Like, it's pretty amazing. You know, it's pretty amazing. Hey, Retro Re saying George. Congratulations to George and Amy. For those of you that don't know, I'm sure everyone does, but congratulations to George and Amy on number 3.
I know.
Three. Good on you. I mean, yeah, that's it. Thumbs up. I'm so disappointed in you, Beck. I expect that kind of behaviour from Sis. It's just...
I know. I know. It was a long time ago.
Clever girl is proudly being displayed in the front room. See, yeah, George.
Brilliant.
George got George bought a really awesome figure off her.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I'd bought more.
She
of
was
them now.
absolutely lovely.
They've just shot up in value. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get more Iron Studio stuff in as well, George. And I'll let you know if I get some in. I'll always sort you out with a super price. I've changed career, but I build websites part-time-ish now, Z. You can ask me stuff, but it'll probably be another 2 years before I get back to you with an answer. Thanks, Sib. Appreciate it. Man, that sounds good, though. That, you know, it's the thing is, knowing that stuff is so important. Like, we all use websites, and I don't know, it's crazy. Nothing in Droitwich, Stu says. Hello, any news about what they're doing with the old RBS place next to the shop, says the Coalface. Not yet, Coalface. It still looks like it's in a state. When I walked past it today, it was a complete wreck inside still. So
it's going to be a while before
Natalie's popped in. Thrift Raider. Hi from Gator Country. Good to see that you've survived the gators, the tree shakers out there. There's a tree shaker.
Why do you always have to do that?
He's the best. That guy is amazing. I mean, those guys are loaded. Like the fact, right? We sit there and we laugh at like what are they called, the swamp people, because the guy wears like a American flag bandana and he's got denim dungarees with his moobs flapping out either side. We laugh at him, right? He's got like a perm from the 80s. But that guy is loaded. He's loaded. Like him and his family. Troy, that's the leader, isn't it? The leader, Troy. They're loaded. Troy's out there catching those tree shakers and just, you know. Man, I'd love to just meet him.
Yeah.
Just meet him and just say, hi, Troy. I'm here. Could you show me a tree shaker, please? Really nice tree shaker. Catch a gator and wrestle it. Yeah.
No.
Man.
No.
They just have fights with them, yeah. They're little kids, they just teach them from a young age to fight the gators. I want to watch that. Swamp People is the best thing on TV. I've not seen it for years, but I just know it's the best thing. Just amazing people, think about it.
Yeah.
You don't agree?
No.
Yeah, how can you not agree?
Because I don't.
You used to watch it with me?
Yeah, that's...
Does that mean... Okay. All right. Anyway, I think on that note, I'm not sure. Hi, Andrew's popped in as well. Hi, Andrea.
Hello.
Gotta go. Great chat, says Keely. Thanks for popping in, Keely. We're going to be making a move now. When I was young, black hair, pre-kid, says Lee, I was told I looked like a funny-looking Keanu Dean Cain. I see a Keanu Dean Cain in there. Now I look like a half Chinese Alan Partridge. I don't know, man. Okay. Z, you and Beck are so young, you don't want a third try from me. No,
no.
Definitely
No.
Troy and Bruce. Shelley knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We appreciate it, don't we, honey?
Yeah. Sib's got a proper question.
Oh, Sib's got a proper question. Not sure if it's a secret where you live, but do you really get a lot of walk-in customers? Your town village seems really small. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's really difficult to tell at the moment.
But
Sib,
when it was
honest,
good,
we've only had 2 proper months of actually having the shop open.
But when there was back in the day, the thing with our town in the local area, it's kind of a touristy destination.
It is. There's a lot of when COVID's not happening. There's a lot of festivals that go on throughout the year. Yeah. There's a lot of people that come in from Preston and Lancaster as well.
Loads of people travel. So we have, We have there's normally lots of festivals that happen. Like we have the ice cream festival, children's festival, Victorian night. But generally at the weekend,
there's even a scarecrow festival.
Scarecrow festival.
And
The tractor pull thing.
Run as well.
There's lots of events that happen, but more than that, people travelled every weekend. So, assuming we go back to any semblance of that,
and there's the children's festival as well.
I said children's festival.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
There's another one.
So
We're forgetting
it's a small
one.
town, but lots of people come to it to shop and to just walk through the high street. So it definitely has footfall, and even for the small time that we were open, Sib, we had good results. We really did, considering we were fresh, new, and bearing in mind we still really don't know how to properly promote ourselves. We're still learning all of that stuff. It was really good. So I can only hope that if it gets back even a small way back to what it was like, and also the local community are very big on supporting the high street.
Big on local shopping. They really, really are.
Yeah. Exactly. So there's a lot of things that happen during the year. So when that gets back to normal, I think it will. Tom hasn't quite got Swamp People.
Joyce is asking for puppy fix. What, you want to see Alfie?
You can get him if you want. Yeah.
He's a pain when he's in there. But
I used to visit Garstan quite often on my way to Lancaster, says Andrew. Yep. Yes, George. Ice cream festival. Oh wow. Okay. So huge potential after everyone almost dies from COVID. Awesome news. Yes, Zib. That's it. At the moment, obviously, there's nothing happening. Ooh. Gosh. Oops. Come on, Alfie.
There you go.
There you go. Alfie.
There you go.
Alfie,
You can't quite see him, but there
you go.
There you go.
There you go. That's it. Soon be an RC festival note. My sister-in-law has a PhD in ice cream. Really? I look forward to your continued success. I really started to get good footfall. I think I'm going to start all over again. Says Kirsten. See, that's the thing. You can build footfall when people know that you're there, and hopefully it will happen.
Sorry, I'll come to the thing. Yeah. Even in the short time we've actually been open, we have had like repeat customers. Like people that have shopped with us before coming back again when we've opened, and it's been nice. It's been good. You say hello. Say hello. It's me. Oh, good boy.
Okay. Yes, really, from Cambridge, says Shelley. Wow, that's a crazy PhD to have in ice cream. Right, guys.
Anyway.
Thank you for watching.
Back and say goodbye.
No, we should do it like this. Right.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
We'll be back
next week.
Next week.
Again, and hopefully.